Sorry I'm late, gamers. We have wildfire smoke in BC. It's got me all sorts of fucked up. My horny ass should not have gone out for like an 80-minute walk in the smoke yesterday, but also I had no choice. Zaza! It's all the way down in Wisconsin, too. It's everywhere, man. Why did you not post the dulls on YouTube yesterday? You just shut the fuck up, okay? Just relax. I'm bearing my soul to you. Instantly, I'm being hit with complaints. Can I tell you why? I uploaded all the videos from yesterday's stream, and then YouTube hit me with a processing abandoned. We could not process this video. Woke up in the morning to that, said, oh shit, what's going on? Did they change like the way that they process these codecs? No, I just re-uploaded them. And they're like, just kidding. It totally works. And I don't know if everybody's going to agree with this. I have a genuine, I think that there should be like, not a class action lawsuit, but like trying to think of the way, like a congressional, a bill being passed into law that is every time a piece of software updates, they have to pay every single one of their users $1. That's it. It's just $1. If your fucking shit update isn't worth paying $1 to every user, then wait until you have an update that is worth paying $1 to every user and push that shit out all at once. Or make it not be broken in the first place, idiot. Because I'm getting sick of this. Plus two, I work for a software as a service company. No, put me back in. My job was changing the kerning on the font. My job was changing the bookmarks text on Audible to say chapters instead of bookmarks. Put me back. Put me back. And then 6 months later to change it from chapters to bookmarks again. And then 6 months later to change it from bookmarks to chapters. And then 6 months later to change it from chapters to bookmarks. And then 6 months later to change it from bookmark to chapters. I'll tell you, everything, except for the wildfire smoke, everything's fine. But I'll tell you, yesterday, you know, Kate came into my office and was like, after your stream, you got to do some stuff urgently. Which is true, I did. So catch my ass walking to the bank for a very time-sensitive document. One dude in front of me, because it's 2023, the bank is one human being that I need to talk to, and 17 ATMs that no one is using at all, okay? So the old dude in front of me talks to the teller. I don't know what he's doing. I'm letting him complete like his own business. I'm not kibitzing too much, but he's talking real loud. Then the dude starts handing him papers and he goes, okay, anything else I can do for you today? And the old guy goes, no, we're good. Have a good day, my man. Oh, wait, there is one more thing. Let me give you a little riddle. When you're on your deathbed, and you're looking back, what do you think the most valuable time that you spent in your life will be? And the teller went like, I don't really know, sir. And then he said, well, some people say it's sleeping, some people say it's eating, some people say it's spending time with friends and family. What do you think? And then he said, I guess right now it's like spending time with my friends. And he said, let me tell you what it is for me, brother. Any time not spent in the workplace is the best time in my life. Have a good day. I don't understand. First off, this guy's got a lineup of like 20 people behind him. And secondly, the dude that he's talking to is at work. Like, I don't know how he thought that his riddle was going to be received. And I'm sitting there like grinding my fucking teeth. Like, I got to get this document because then I got to go across town. My wife has the car, so I got to fucking walk across I'm getting cooked across in one of Vancouver's many uncovered bridges. Anyway, so I got my document, everything's fine. I walk over, takes me a while. Walk over to the office of the business where I need to deposit the document, and I'm a crazy person. I open the door, it's unlocked. I'm standing in an empty lobby with nobody in any offices. I'm standing there for 10 minutes. Going, am I like, what is this 28 days later or something like that? It's 3:30 p.m. on a Wednesday. Finally, After enough time of just waiting for someone to come out of the bathroom, I call the dude, and he's like, "Oh, you're at the office? We all went to like a coffee shop. Is it possible that you could just give me the document at the coffee shop?" And I was like, "Well, listen, brother, I don't have any choice, I guess, but it turns out we are not beating the nobody wants to work these days allegations." So I walked my ass over to the coffee shop, and I'm not suggesting that people can't enjoy a little bit of refreshment while they're working. Lord knows I got a bubbly here. I got some tea to help with the with my wildfire smoke addled throat. I get there, the dude has like an Emily in Paris huge coffee mug with a saucer. It's in a mug. The dude is on the clock. And he got a mug to eat in. He emailed us and was like, "We need this shit ASAP. Don't dilly-daddle, motherfucker." I go to the office. He's like, "I'm just having a cute Emily in Paris moment right now." Anyway, he actually didn't really do anything wrong, but I was pre-tilted. Then, in order to get home fast enough that I could get the relay baton from my wife, get in the car, and get to daycare before the daycare lady decided to like shoot and kill me for being 2 minutes late, I had to get an Uber. Sue me, okay? Uber driver, very nice guy. There was nothing wrong with the Uber. But can I tell you what blew my mind? He was driving a Tesla Model 3, and he said this isn't his car. He used to drive his own car for Uber, but then it crossed 300,000 kilometers, so Uber won't legally let him drive it anymore. Instead, there's like a system where you rent it from Hertz on a weekly basis. Like they have a system set up essentially for Uber drivers to get Tesla Model 3s. It's $750 a week to rent the Model 3. I was like, we were commiserating in the car. I was like, "That's insane." He's like, "I fucking know it, dude." And I was like, "That's crazy." He said he used to drive 6 days a week and then take Sundays off. But because he's renting the car from Hertz and it's so expensive, now he has to work 7 days a week just to make as much as he was making 6 days a week before. It's fucking crazy, man. How does he make money? Well, I imagine he tells this story to people, and then I gave him an extra tip as a result, because I was like, "This is fucked up, man." It was like a $13 ride. They were like, "Do you want to tip $2?" I was like, "Nah, man. Give him $6.50. Round it up to 20. Double it and give it to the next guy." It's just crazy. Hertz is a damn... They're scammers, man. By the way, is Hertz franchisable? Is there a way that we could open Hertz? Because I'm pretty sure if you just like leased a Tesla Model 3, shit would probably cost you like $200 a week or something. Probably less, actually. And then you rent it out to somebody else for $750 a week. This is how you get those dudes on TikTok. 975 units, $135 million monthly rent. Boom! The Hertz website, the Uber website says $335 a week. I mean, even that is like, it's up. Just give me a sec. Wait, is that the Hertz? Oh, no, that's Uber to rent. Give me a second here. You got to factor in USD, and then maybe there's an extra Vancouver charge or something like that. Rent Tesla 3 Uber Vancouver. Give me a second here. This is from iPhoneincanada.ca. I always like to have my sources noted here. As reported by the folks over at Tesla's North, Uber's partnership with Hertz will now allow drivers in Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver to rent Tesla vehicles on a weekly basis. This is the goose, the goose that is honking. How much does it cost, motherfucker? How much does it cost? At launch, drivers will need a minimum 4.85 star rating. Minimum 4.85? That's like a Martin Scorsese movie, dude. That's crazy. No wonder the dude had the AC on and was making nice conversation and had like mints in the back and stuff like that. 4.85? How much does it cost? Uber Rentals Canada. Sorry, I know we're stalling, but it blew my mind. Need a car to earn with Uber? Fixed pricing. No hidden fees. Yeah, I think the fees are like right out there. Hang on, I'm getting a quote to rent a Tesla Model 3 from Hertz. This is my streams next week. Bro, pick up location? Sure, I'll pick it up from YVR Airport. I'll pick it up tomorrow, that's the 19th at 10 a.m. And I'll return it at I'll return it the 20th at 9 a.m. So it's 23 hours here, okay? How much you gonna... You know what? Why don't you just give it to me for a week? I'll return it. I'll get it on the 19th. I'll return it on the 25th. I'm excited for all of my ads to now be Hertz Rent-A-Car. We've noticed you have entered something. We want to make sure you have proper coverage. Sure, this is a business trip, I suppose. Quote me the program my company has negotiated. That's a negative. We're sorry there are not any vehicles available for this request. Okay, maybe you don't pick them up at the airport. Maybe it's just Vancouver, British Columbia. I'll book as a guest. Vancouver Airport. Okay, I'll select for a reservation. Let me take a look at this, okay? We're sorry there's not any vehicles available for this request. You know what, Hertz? You need to update your website. Pay me $1. Your website fucked up. You owe me $1. This is a business trip. Do not quote me the... No, sorry, no vehicles are available for this location. Okay, you know what? Okay, fuck you! Someone in chat said $830. That's crazy, man. Still more compelling than the dulls? I disagree. Also, I saw someone in the subreddit say, I'm starting to see why they call them the dulls. Bro, you literally post in MTG Finance, okay? Now, in some ways, that kind of makes you, like, the arbiter of what's boring. I'm just saying, like, keep your hands to yourself. Yeah, it's like renting to drive. I'm not even questioning the guy's business acumen, you know? I literally was in the car for, like, 8 minutes or something like that. I'm not going to tell him how to run his business. I was more like, Hertz should be tried in the Hague. Or the Hague, sorry, for a war crime. Hey, Handsome Pansome, thank you for the gifted subscriptions, thank you. Like, that's crazy. Did you work out this week? It's every day, bro. You ain't even gotta ask. Other people, you might have to ask. Me, you don't have to ask. If you want to ask someone, you can ask Oliver, you can ask Reed, you can ask my now 47 Peloton followers. I'm probably like the 17th most followed non-instructor account on the website now. Who's top 10? I don't know. Someone that probably has like a Trump _ 2024 hashtag. Then like the picture is them holding a pistol or something like that. I think those are the kinds of people that add each other as followers on the Peloton. I thought of a good Onion article. Peloton Corporation capitalizes on increasingly divisive populace by adding middle fingers instead of high fives. I would love it, man. Because there's times when I want to give an angry high five. There's times when I give a good high five. People think that I'm just toxic on the bike. Sometimes I get cleared. And I just go, like, you got me. Enjoy your ride. You're crazy. Sometimes I pass someone who seems toxic as hell. And then I'm like, you need a motherfucking middle finger emoji. You could give me a middle finger emoji when I pass you, but I'm passing you. This is a crazy Tradle. It's all clothes, okay? And leather footwear, which are clothes. Trunks and cases, which are things you put your clothes in. Soybean meal, crustaceans. And it's $51 billion. I feel like this is a country that makes fast fashion. Like, I feel like this is, like, H&M is contracting all their work out to Bangladesh. Okay. It's very interesting that the exports are, like, so uniform. The uniformness makes it that much more obvious. Very easy. If you have H&M clothes, just look at the tags on your shirt. That's all I'm going to say. It's optimized. That one's a gimme. It's like if I saw one that was like 90% maple syrup, I would be like, bro, that's Vermont. I got an idea. What if they put tags on the front of your shirt so you didn't have to take off your shirt to read the tag? Bad idea. It would scratch you. You would build up a callus, I'm sure, eventually. Couldn't you wear it backwards? No, because then people wouldn't see the sick threadless webcomic that I got on the front. They call them threadless, but they're anything but. Anyway, I am going to get this as well. But at present, I don't know what this is. But are you Trico? Are you Trico? Is this a 3D generated Pokemon? I don't know. This is Pokemon Trico's Island. I don't know what it is yet. Give me a second. I don't know what it is unless, is it possible that this is impossible creatures? No. Is it Spore? Are you Spore? Bro, there's just a car? That is not Trico, confirmed. I remember when I was in university, I lived with a very smart and driven guy. And like because Spore was like supposed to come out in like 2005 or something like that. It kept getting delayed because it was super ambitious. I remember him being like, bro, I really hope like I finish undergrad before Spore comes out. Because once Spore comes out, like that's it for me. I'm going to spend the rest of my life playing Spore. And then I think now Spore is like, it's relatively well regarded, but when it came out, it was considered like a bit of a disappointment. I think about him every time I think of Spore. It's 13. That's the last, it's not even in there. That was my last gasp. It's Super Advanced Wars. It's probably Mario Kart Super Circuit. Far Cry 1! Oh, that's easy enough. I can't believe that shit is not on cell phones. Didn't you guess a Ubisoft game? Wait, yeah, wait a minute. I guess there must have been like a Ubisoft Europe versus Ubisoft America or something. Oh, it's Far Cry 1 is Crytek, motherfucker. Boom, boom. I've got 5 mains on my team, dude. Okay. One word, beloved romance comedy from 1987. It's Amadeus. Here it at last is the kind of warm adult comedy that often eludes Hollywood, an offbeat exploration of family fidelity and the foibles of the human heart. It's Dave. This is a movie that makes you want to sing Bohem and Walk in the Moonlight and move to Brooklyn. Is it Manhattan? They wouldn't put a Woody Allen movie as one of the puzzles in 20... Oh, it's Moonstruck! They're an irresistibly offbeat couple, Cage playing on the edge where he likes it, Cher creating a fairy tale realist, captivating yet cautious. Moonstruck. Never seen it, but I've seen the video in the video store a trillion times. Now, Amadeus, that's a motherfucking movie, dude. Amadeus, that might be the first instance of Kino in cinema history. Amadeus goes fucking crazy. F. Murray Abraham, it's his best role since Guillermo del Toro's The Cabinet of Curiosities. F. Murray Abraham can still get it? Okay, Mom, how'd you get in here? Best movie I ever saw in school? Dude, it may be Amadeus. We saw some good ones in school. I saw Mean Girls in school. Philosophy teacher showed us I Heart Huckabees, which is insane. We watched The Matrix. Watched Armageddon 78 times. Milo and Otis, like at least 4 times. That movie, is it called Born to Be Wild? It's Devon Sawa, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, and another kid just doing a road trip in America. October Sky, you saw that in school. I'm trying to think of what else. This is Little House on the Prairie. This kettle in the modern era would cost probably $575. I'm not saying this to be rude. I'm saying this to be sincere. There's no doubt in my mind that these two individuals are in their 30s. They have like maybe a 10-year-old daughter with them. There's no way this is not like a man and a woman in their 30s. They might even be in their early 30s. Could be a grandchild. I don't think so. I don't. They're probably your age. Hey, Grandpa, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? Oh, you must be toiling. You must be toiling. I don't toil. They don't do that anymore, Grandpa. They don't toil. We simulate toiling. And then we watch Netflix. We do a little ambient toiling for fun, and then we coast. Some people still toil. Some people do still toil. I don't toil. I pretend to long for the toiling. Then I toil a little bit, and I say, I'm glad I don't toil this often. Anyway, this is I'm going to just give me a 1910 on this. We'll take that. Okay, this is this must be Universal Studios. And then it's somebody dressed as Xena and somebody dressed as Hercules. Those shows aired in the mid-90s to the early 2000s. sunglasses. That's a heavy, like, 2000 even vibe right there. Put me in the year 2000. This is what Y2K looked like. What did I tell you? Wait, look, we're off by one, but still. I was off by one, but people saying 1998 who was always off by one, I'm like, you guys are so stupid. It's not 1998. We were equidistant, but I'm like, I feel so superior for some reason. They probably just saw The Matrix. Dude, I think they were too young to see The Matrix. The Matrix had a bit of a slow build if you were my age. I didn't get to, I saw it at a hotel room with my parents. We went on vacation to sunny Ottawa, Ontario. I saw it on the hotel TV. It was probably like 17 inches. And I was like, damn, this movie's crazy. Little did I know how much of a cultural footprint it would have. How do you remember these things? Bro, it was The Matrix. I remember where I was. I thought you were one of the runners from that video at the release.
Nigel, a runner.
Null pointer, runner.
Stevens, agent.
Simon, a runner.
Egg, switchman. Okay, it's outside of Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's a Garfield house. This is a Garfield house. This is a B-52's ass house. The dude, Fred, whatever his name is from the B-52s, who doesn't really sing, but he goes like, there's a place I know in Ontario. Wah! He lives here without a doubt. Fred Schneider. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to say this is a $2 million house. Listen, I wanted to be on the record that I hate this house, but I respect it because at least it looks unique. At least they didn't just rip it out of like a Good Housekeeping magazine spread or something like that. You don't have a house like this without liking it. So fair enough. It does look like the house from The Cat in the Hat. How about a 1.5? You're a Housle magnate. Holy cow. We actually got a Housle this week. I just don't, like, why are you ruining your own life? So some hotties want to wear a bathing suit at the beach. Oh, let me bust out the measuring tape? Get a life, you idiot. Don't you have shit to do? Didn't you fight in, like, the Second World War? Now you're out here on the damn beach with a measuring tape like an asshole? This is crazy. Anyway, this must be Washington, D.C. because of the Washington Monument. This one's weirding me out, though, because, like, this guy is not from the 1920s. Like, this is not Woodrow Wilson. This is from, like, the 1950s or something. Like, the fashion of American women changed a ton. Put it in West Potomac Park, maybe. Between, like, in 1910, any photo of an American woman, she's wearing, like, a long dress and, like, knitting something. And then, you know, after the Second World War, they're going swimming, they're banging on typewriters and stuff like that. Like, this is around, I have to believe this is close to mid-century. If it was the 60s, I think people would not be wearing the bathing caps. They'd be starting to wear, like, bikinis or something like that. I got to imagine this is, like, I'm going to call it 46. 1922, holy cow. This dude is not from 1922. This is a time traveler. This guy is from the 50s, or the 40s at least. He's actually the leg police. What makes him not from 1922? Chat's right, he's 50s coded. It's the hat, it's the, well, maybe the tie, I don't know. You're telling me this dude was born in like 1860? You know, maybe that's it. He does look like Lyndon B. Johnson. Maybe that's what threw me off. I can only assume that this is Monaco. I mean, the trees are a little tropical, but Monaco it's down there in the south of France. I'm going to say this is Monaco. Monaco! I get a lot of opportunities to say that. Oh, they have an Hermes here. That's crazy. I'm joking. I'm a little surprised they got a steak and shake, but anyway. They're probably around Le Grill. Larry King? Is this where he's buried? I'll put you on 62. I think that's as good a guess as any that I'd come up with. It's 1980. That's Margot Hemingway, the granddaughter of Ernest Hemingway, watching the 1980 Monaco Grand Prix. I don't want to mansplain, but does she know that the car's over here? Why are you like this? Bro, I know where this is. Wait, the TimeGuessr guy must be watching the chrono photos. This looks like it's the era, like, I think me and this child are roughly the same age. Although, actually, I'm going to guess I'm like 3 years older. I'm just going to say it, too. This might be Ireland, but this shit looks like small town Ontario. Can I see a license plate to confirm that? Can I get a confirmation? Is this an Ontario license plate? It kind of looks like an Ontario license plate. This shit looks like Gananoque, bro. Anyway, I think this is 1996, maybe 97, but put me in 96. It's 2001. Holy fuck. Not a great day of chrono photo. Still, I had fun. I want to see, too. I want to source that image, because I'm pretty sure that one is Ontario. That chrono photo, hey, embankment, thank you. Not waterfront. That chrono photo was in Ontario. You can't sneak Ontario by me. I'm going 99. When men weren't afraid to wear sweaters. Until Chris Evans brought them back. We learned this yesterday. This was Ontario. I don't know where, because I think it was in a place called Inola. I'll just be honest with you. I don't know where Inola is. But we also went with Stratford yesterday because it looked very Stratfordian. I don't exactly know where Stratford is either. I'll just put myself like up in Bob Cajun like a little after 9 or whatever. And then I feel like, I don't remember when we said this was yesterday, but this feels like right around 1998 to me. It's Elora in the early 2000s. I see you sniping. He isn't west of Toronto, Pilled. Listen, like almost any time I went on a field trip, we left from like here. This is about as far as we went. Because then you got to drive 3 hours back. So you could like, if you left at like 7 a.m., you'd get to where you were going by like 10. You'd have your field trip. Field trip ends at like 3. You get home by 6-ish. It's like an extended school day to begin with. Get a hotel. Bro, we only did that for 8th grade grad. Went to medieval times, saw a Toronto Blue Jays game. This chimp has no idea, man. About to send his ass into outer space. Like this, you ever think about like, it's kind of, I'm pro space travel, I suppose. I'm pro space exploration. Like it's kind of melancholy when you think about what the animals went through. Like there's no way the chimp could have possibly conceived of what was going to happen. Like what was the craziest thing that's ever happened to like a chimpanzee before this? They're like, whoa, 2 bananas for lunch? It must be my birthday. Then like 6 months later, strapped into the damn space shuttle. Like how is it? It just has, there's no way to explain it, man. It's kind of sad. The dreams in which they're dying are the best they've ever had. So I don't know, Cape Canaveral's probably like down here somewhere. There it is, Cape Canaveral. I'm going to say you're on the Space Force Station skid strip. And sure, I mean, 1962 seems pretty good here. Ham, the first chimpanzee to enter space walking across the runway at Cape Canaveral. I just don't know what to say, man. They even made him like a cute... I actually want to cry a little bit. I'm not even joking. They knitted him like a damn spacesuit and everything. They made him a spacesuit. They didn't have to do that. I would be saluting without a doubt, man. They didn't have to make him a spacesuit. They could have just, or like a jumpsuit. They could have just sent him up there naked. They honored this chimpanzee. This is a damn hero. I got a little misty-eyed. The chimps came back. All right, well, never mind. He lived till 1983 and retired in a zoo. It's fucked up that a chimp can retire. They made that dude work. Did he get Social Security? That's crazy. He was a colonel in the military. Weirdest rant of 2023? What are you talking about? I'm honoring this. I'm not even being facetious. Just because it's not a human being, we can't honor the chimpanzee? That sounds fucked up to me. It's amazing. This animal is a hero, man. You know none of the other chimps are going to believe him, though. How are you going to explain outer space to your other chimps? It can't be done, man. He came to my elementary school? What the hell? That's my Captain America right there. I mean, I know he does, the chimp doesn't really appreciate that I appreciate the chimp, but I appreciate what that chimp did for society. 1420 square feet, back when they used to build small houses. How about a 412, 15? 412, 500, I should say. You got it. That's kind of what you like to see, right? They built it in 1981. It was never sold until 2023. They put their time in. It does have 2 acres. That's fucking huge, man. Of swamp? Yeah, but still. That's not huge? That's huge. You know the photo of Cristiano Ronaldo in like a Rolls Royce? And it says, they're so much richer than me, I don't even know what they're in right now. That's how I feel about acres. Like, if you're like 2 acres isn't that big, I'm so city pilled that I don't even know what an acre is. Like, I can't even conceptualize it. Is an acre like a square mile? A square mile? There's 640 acres in a square mile? How many football fields is an acre? I can't conceive of this. This is like 2 different imperial measurements that I can't fit into each other. An acre's around the size of 1 football field. Is an acre rectangular or square? Or I guess it just doesn't... An acre is just an area. So it could be any shape. You can't visualize a square mile. I'm being dead ass with you. I cannot visualize a square mile. Square kilometer? Yeah. I guess technically it's just 60% bigger. But it's not 60% bigger. It's 60% bigger on every side, right? So what is that? It's fucking like 360,000 times bigger or something. I don't know how the multiplication works with that. Like a square kilometer is 1,000,000 meters. Double checking. A square mile is almost, it's like 3.5 million meters or something. I don't really know acres. And something tells me, unless they come out with Isaac 2, I'm never going to really have to know what an acre is. Today, I'd like to go from Namibia to Gabon. This one's rough because I don't know where either of these countries are in Africa. But I know that Angola's over here. Perhaps the Congo. Oh, am I not connected? Perhaps the Democratic Republic thereof? He's done it. Okay, pure luck. I'll take it. Is it good or bad that you're the smartest streamer on Twitch? Well, I don't think I'm the smartest streamer on Twitch, for one. But I'll tell you, it's bad that I'm in probably the top quartile. Because I am not really a smart guy. I am like smart presenting. And I try hard, genuinely. Like I don't aspire to be an anti-intellectual type person. I aspire to be like Fraser Crane. But I really just know general knowledge and like trivia. That's pretty much it. And then I like try to think critically. But like there are some smart people on this website. Some of them are so smart that it works against them because they're kind of like boring. The most popular streamers on this platform are not, you know, like Noam Chomsky, Stephen Hawking type thinkers. You know, it's people that are punching their webcam and munching Doritos into the mic. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I love the clip, man. I linked it to Chiblee last night, and I said, is this the funniest streamer, or is this the funniest clip that the platform's ever had? It's an old clip of XQC playing Overwatch, where he checks every single one of his teammates' profiles and finds out that they're all animains, and then he stands up and 2-taps his desk with his fists and goes... My whole team is 5 fucking animains! So good. Oh man, I had never seen it before. Yeah, T1 making fun of Ludwig is also really good. Fuck you, Ludwig ass. Whatever. I'm not flaming. I'm just saying. Your accidental SS clip is really good too. It's a great clip.
Okay.
I took one. One is like kind of right here by orange, I think.
Just camp in a corner. I'm coming to you.
Got one.
Got the other. Full tear.
Last one's right here. Oh wait, you gotta. Did you get? Oh, on you, on top of you, on top of you.
All right, Ryan.
On that down, drop down.
I was thinking of cooking up a tweet, but it's too insular for me to feel good about tweeting it. It's women with a time machine. I'm your granddaughter. Let's go get sushi. Men with a time machine. Brother, double check your sprays before you go to the gulag. It's a little too inside joke pilled. Anyone not watching the Nuggets has been missing some incredible basketball. I don't watch basketball, but Twitter thinks that I love basketball, so I get served like all basketball content 24/7. I had never seen Nikola Jokic again. I've never seen. Have mercy. I haven't ever watched a Denver Nuggets broadcast. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. I haven't ever seen him take a shot until about 2 days ago. He is the craziest shot I've ever seen in my entire life. Does it? Unless it was just a one-off, he arcs it like 1,000 feet into the air and it drops straight into the basket. No, that's every shot. I love it. Jokic is averaging almost a triple-double right now. I know that a triple-double is great, but because I got most of my basketball knowledge from playing like NBA Jam, it doesn't seem that good to me. Does that make sense? I'm like, oh, really? Okay, so double-digit points, no big deal. Double-digit assists, like what's so hard about that? They score like 50 baskets a game. You can't assist on, 20% of those? And then double-digit steals is like, that's a gimme. Like, all you got to do is be Kobe Bryant in NBA Courtside 98 and press the B button. You basically steal the ball, like, every time they get it. Rebounds? Bro, it's one button. You just press Y. Just be tall and press the Y button. Thanks for introducing me to Queer Eye. Who's your favorite of the 5? I am not parasocial. You can't trick me into becoming parasocial, okay? I almost had him. But if I was parasocial... I first heard of them this morning, and now I'm hearing of them again. That's the, is that Dunning-Kruger? No, that's the Bader-Meinhof phenomenon, right? The other Reddit phenomenon. I will say, though, they are on, like, season 8 of their TV show or something like that. So it's definitely not, like, there's no conspiracy theory here. Thought I had you. Maybe it's only season 7, but they're up there. Also, I'm realizing now you said Good Mythical Morning, not Good Morning America. Because I was gonna... What a shot. Of bad. What a bad shot. I was gonna light you up. I was like, brother, I didn't realize there was any overlap in my audience between Good Morning America viewers and Twitch.tv/northernlion viewers. Good Mythical Morning? Sure, I could see the overlap. Now, Good Mythical Morning America. I'll probably never watch the morning show again, like as long as I live. I like how Niantic took all the annoying parts of Pokemon Go and made a whole game about them. I know people keep telling me, like, hey, if you like Pokemon Go, you should play, like, the Pikmin game. If you like Pokemon Go, you should play their new game where you get, like, a cool pet or something like that. Brother, best part of Pokemon Go is walking around. Worst part of Pokemon Go is when your quest is do something with your buddy or take 17 photos of random Pokemon you find in the wild. Scan the monument, also pretty bad. My monument on Pokemon Go is a burned sign for a park. Alright, that is pretty funny though. If you can't see the humor in that, I don't know what to tell you. I was gonna say, Kazumi, please? Huge. I need Baldy. Where's Baldy? There's no Baldy? What am I supposed to do sans Baldy? He's an offensive dynamo. I'm going to lose. My goaltender can't stop anything. There's 17 seconds left in the game. There's 2 seconds left in the game. Devs, we gotta talk about this, okay? We outshot him 29-10. The refs canceled one of my goals. They gave themselves a goal on one that hit the post. We had double kazoos. My goalie had a 700 save percentage. Bro, you scored 2 goals? No, I didn't. I scored 3 goals. And they only scored 2! Cam Amber was unaffected by the kazoo. Is such a thing even possible? Let's go. We'll take that. I don't know what happened. I know you see our messages acting for React Court. Dude, here's the thing, is the consequences of ChatGPT have been devastating for React Court. I no longer believe, like, any post that I see on the internet. Like, it used to just be, like, rage bait that people would write themselves, or, like, weird fetish content. Now they got the damn robots in the karma mines. Hey, could you write me an Am I the Asshole post for Reddit in the style of Wes Anderson generating a woman with large breasts while directing the Lord of the Rings movies? 10 ways AI will change the world. Here's a picture of a robot with big you-know-whats. Oh, that's not a goal. Previously, we would have to commission an artist to draw our favorite Pokemon Emerald character with mommy milkers. Now, Midjourney can do it with just a tap of a button. That poor robot. Imagine Midjourney gets consciousness. The human race doesn't stand a chance, man. After all this stuff you horn dogs have made Midjourney draw. You know what I was thinking last night? Well, scouring the television, trying to figure out why there was no NHL playoffs on. It's crazy how when I was a kid... I mean, when you're a kid, you just don't know better. When I was a kid, I thought Entertainment Tonight was like a hard-hitting news program. Sure, fair enough. Like, it's on every night, and they've got like a very serious-looking set, and they're kind of reporting like the news. I was like, oh shit. You ask me, like, what's the biggest news show in America? I'd be like, well, it's got to be, like, 60 Minutes. And then right after that, it's got to be Entertainment Tonight, man. Like, if you asked me what American media won the Pulitzer, I probably would have said, like, it's got to be Entertainment Tonight. They do some hard-hitting journalism, man, on, like, you know, Brie Larson being a deciding judge at the Cannes Film Festival. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. That's just a guarantee. Thank God. Bro, what are you doing? Don't touch the guy on the puck! Developers? Developers, 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 developers. We need to work on this goaltender AI. And by we, I mean, let's just be honest. I don't have too much of a role in it, but I deserve that one. You gotta hit him. He's not hitting. I'm mashing the B button as much as I can. It's over. That one has burned me up more than any loss in this game. because it was just the entire difference was just my goaltender coming out to play the puck when my defenseman was the closest man to it. What are you doing, man? You passed the puck with your goalie? Why? Because I was panicking. Because why is my goalie out there playing the puck? What's he doing out there? You need to put some, you tone down the Martin Brodeur AI and put up the Steve Dangle AI. If you're a goalie, tend the goal. Tend the goal. I feel like we should not try to build like a super squad. We should try to make like 2 great individuals. And then, I mean, if it works for Edmonton, it works for us, right? Hey, I've just woken up from a 5-year coma. How many Stanley Cups has Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl won? Who's gonna tell him? Yeah, but I bet Vegas is the worst team in the league, right? Has Vegas made the playoffs yet? Who's gonna tell him? What? This goalie needs to go back to saving the puck school. Okay, honestly, your goalie also needs to go back to not being an idiot school. Look at this positioning here. I mean, he left it wide open. What's he doing over there? I got a C in that class. Still good enough to be on Edmonton. It's just the same joke every time. Miss the net, Cody, CC, bad goalkeeping, Edmonton. You know what's funny? I saw someone say that, like, our air quality is bad here because of Canada's wildfires. And I was going to go off about how, like, we literally didn't start the fire. Like, we're all in this together. Then I realized I did, like, the same thing. Like, there were wildfires in Alberta. I was like, oh, those damn Alberta wildfires, like, blowing over to us. Now they're on us, and I'm like, hey, stop insulting my country. When we have wildfires in BC that blow down to Washington, I'm like, we're all in this together. When there's wildfires in Washington that blow up to BC, I'm like, you fuckers. Thoughts on Katy Perry's Skip the Dishes song? I'll go out on a limb and say I don't think it's her finest work. As a noted Katy Perry fan might not be the right word. I would say Katy Perry enjoyer is like the perfect word to use in this situation. Because I have to say, on the Peloton, some of those Katy Perry songs go kind of... they go a little different when you're 60 cadence out of the saddle. Teenage Dream, Roar, even Fireworks, a little cheesy, but... I'm not going to be a Katy Perry hater. I mean, as long as we're doing 2010s pop, like, she's close to the zenith, I think. Anybody want to stand up, maybe? You deserve the goal, but, like... At some point, someone would wake up. Who's the best 2010s pop artist, and why is it Pink? I'm a noted Pink non-enjoyer, just for the record. I don't know anything about her as a human being. Nothing against her as a result, as a human being. I do not enjoy her musics. Just fine. You know, it's not for everybody. I look away for 2 seconds, it is tied. Okay, on one of the shots... all of my players died. And then on the other one, they hit the post, but actually they scored because the refs cheat. So I take no responsibility for this, even though it's all my fault. Nice face-off win. Just kidding. Motherfucker. Score a goal, dude! He's getting peppered. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Ah! Oh, get out of here. Get me out of here. Holy cow. Ooh. So undeserved. Bro, what are you talking about? I have to post like 100 times. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Whatever. Like, let's be honest. That was not going in anyway. I will be cleaning your bathroom soon. This fart is accurate. I fart more than the average person. And I think it smells worse. The difference between me and the average person is that I wish I farted less. Most of my farts, I wouldn't call them non-voluntary. I would call them semi-voluntary. Like, I'm not proud of it. It's just the human body. But I can't just not fart, because holding the farts in, it gets uncomfortable. Tell them how you farted in the parking lot and shook the whole building. That didn't happen. That's not a thing that happened. I did not shake the whole building. I mean, the building probably weighs like, I don't even want to know, like 1,000 tons or something. The car alarms did not go off, for your information. Could you break a wine glass with your fart? I think with my largest fart, I could probably break a wine glass. Yeah. I think I could break a thin wine glass. Stay on him, stay on him. Wake up! Wake up, Kazoo! Your reactions are too slow? I'm literally out here just living my damn life. I'm getting cooked for no reason. Just playing a damn video game. I got 17-year-olds popping into the chat asking me why it took me a while to respond to something. I don't know, because I don't control the sodium, potassium channels in my neurons. We gotta take that up with the man upstairs. In the meantime, why don't you take one of those and fuck off? He's 38, of course he's slow. Bro, you're green, and I'm 34, I'm not 38. I'm 40, you look 10 years older than me. Here's the thing, I probably don't, though. You probably just have hair. If that's the case, why don't you show me a photo? That's all I'm saying. Shouldn't be so shy with the photos if you look so good. You look like you're in your 20s. I wouldn't go that far. I would say there's some wrinkles and a little bit of gray for sure. But I look basically like I did when I was like 27. There was a period when I was about 31 when I looked like I was 40. I was just a little fat, honestly. But now when I see photos of myself, great goal. From like age 27, I'm like, that looks like me now. Like, I'm obviously older now. Score. But like, it looks like they're taken from the same era. Then when I see photos of myself from when I was 31, I'm like, what the fuck happened? Go coast to coast. Don't go coast to coast. Get Baldy fed first. It's over. Barring catastrophe, we're headed to biome number 3. I don't believe it. It's the 2-player super team. You're not wrong. I gotta give the puck to Baldy at some point. Never mind. Fine, I'll do it myself. Mercy rule. Scary. Scary! Go! Save the puck! It's okay. It's not over yet. As Leonard Kravitz said, it's not over till it's over. My kazoo broke. That could have been an insane play were it not for the greatest grapple I've ever seen. It's over. What an amazing play. It's just demoralizing having to take these face-offs, man. Oh, Gideon. Our last little bit of hope. And then you cleared it over the glass. I gotta do one more face-off. Well, slash marker me. We'll call that tape to tape. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. What's a good title? Let's crowdsource a title from chat. Women be buying sushi in Sap. So true, Chibley. So true. The scene in in Endgame where all the female superheroes do the team up together and say girls get it done. What's it? Ordering a bunch of sushi. Oh no. When your child is an adult at college, would you want her to hear these jokes coming back to her? Yeah. They're funny. Pretty funny. You gotta remember, I get like -2'd like all fucking day. And I'm hilarious. Then when I ask chat to tell me a joke, like 1 in 1,000 is any good. The 1 in 1,000 is like really good. But like the other 999 are horrible. No offense. It reminds me of when I watched T-Pain on Twitch and he was making music and he was like, nuh-uh, this part doesn't sound quite right. And then people in chat are like, when you said, I got a stack for the waitress, I got a stack for security, and I got a couple other that I while she wearing my jewelry. What you should have said instead is, I've got a big car, I've got a big house. My stuff is so big that I'm not a mouse. How was the daycare lady backseat experience yesterday? I know you're farming right now, and I just want you to know that I respect it. I would say, like, she maybe tried to backseat me a little bit, but she didn't get through to me. Because, like, I came pre-tilted off of, like, as soon as the stream ended, I had to go to the bank. I had to take a document from the bank, like, all the way across town. The dude wasn't in his office. I had to walk across town again to get to a new coffee shop. Got an Uber to get home, get in the car. Had to text the daycare, and she was like, the latest you could possibly be here is 4. And I'm like, well, get ready, lady, because I'm going to be there at 4:06. Show up at 4:06. I had, like, the fire of the devil in my eyes when I picked her up. I had a smile on my face because there were other kids there, but there was an intensity in the eyes. She was telling me stuff, and I was going, uh-huh. But in my head, none of it was making it through. She was saying stuff about how we need like a new fitted sheet and stuff like that because the fitted sheet that we have is not big enough. She didn't know that in my head I was watching Terminator 2. You heard Kate laughing there? It's pretty good. My kid's a little bit crazy too. You know, I said, so I picked her up from daycare yesterday. I said, what did you have for lunch? She said I had cucumber and watermelon. I said, was it yummy? She said, no, they're both yucky. And I said, what? Like, watermelon is yucky? It's so sweet. And I said, it's pink. It's your favorite color. And then she said, no, it's yucky. And then she told Kate. Kate said, what did you eat yesterday? She said, I ate cucumber and it made me sick. She's 2.5 years old. What is she talking about? The cucumber didn't make you sick. She is quite a picky eater. That's why, I mean, Kate was right when she said, like, you know, the daycare provider was like, please only send her with food that she likes. And I'll be like, okay, get ready. You're going to have a lunchbox full of, like, Paw Patrol drinkable yogurt and Girl Scout cookies. I don't think that's what you... If that's what you want, I'll send it, but I'm pretty sure that's not what you want. That's what I bring to my software engineering job. Yeah, but you're in charge of your own destiny, you know? Like, I'm a steward of somebody else's health. Like, I would be pretty pissed off if I, like, turned 17 or something and learned something about nutrition, and then I was like, wait a minute, my parents really fed me, like, candy every day from age 0 to age 17? No wonder I'm effed up. You gotta give them, like, a foundation. They gotta at least... I'm not a vegetable stickler. They gotta eat, like, at least a couple of vegetables. It doesn't have to be a ton, just at least a couple. That being said, my mom did not pack the healthiest school lunches. But again, you know, my mom... She had even worse school lunches for herself when she was a kid. Like, you know, they're just, people are doing the best that they can. Like my typical sandwich would probably be like like white bread, butter, salami or summer sausage, and nothing else. Don't even, so, like, no lettuce? Yeah, obviously no lettuce. No cheese? No cheese! No tomato? No, just white bread, butter, and meat. Like I'm like a bohemian serf in 1500. And then what else would there be? A cheese string, probably the healthiest thing in the whole lunch. Maybe like 2 tangerines and a package of fruit snacks that taste like soda. How was scurvy? I honestly, like, I'm surprised. I mean, part of it was not just my mom. It was also that I was like a really picky eater as a kid, which is why I've become a picky eating loather as an adult. So I don't blame my mom as much as I like blame myself. Especially because, like, it's easy to be like, well, your parents should have like introduced you to more stuff. Bro, they got their own shit going on. Come home from like a stressful day of work, make a nice lunch for your kid or a nice dinner for your kid. Then your kid's like, oh, you put basil in the pasta sauce. That's green. I don't like it. Fuck you. Okay, here's your fruit snacks. Eat shit. They're stressed out, man. They got their own stuff going on. I will say, listen. Queer Eye, such a wholesome show. That being said, I root for everybody on the show to be successful, to live their life on their own terms. When they have an adult on the show, and the adult won't eat a green pepper, but also they've never eaten a green pepper before, that's the only moment that it turns me into like American Idol, first 4 weeks of American Idol, where I'm like, look at this bozo. You won't eat a quarter of a slice of a cucumber because it looks too green? Come on. And then right after that, I'm back to rooting for them. That's it. Cucumber's kind of nasty, though. They literally taste like it's just water. In a good way, though. At least in my opinion, it's in a good way. I don't like a cucumber. It's too sweet. What the hell? Your parents should have fed you more candy when you were growing up. Watermelons taste like water? Watermelons do not taste like water. They are full of water, but they're so sweet. Like, if that's the water that's coming out of your taps, I don't think you can drink it. I think it means you got, like, some ketones in there or something. Aliens in chat. Oh, man. It's so true. They'd be like, take me to your leader or whatever. Oh, man. Cucumber just tastes like water, but, like, I know this sounds kind of nonsensical. It tastes like water, but green. I love a cucumber. It might be one of my favorite vegetables. I will never not eat a cucumber that's placed in front of me at a meal. It tastes like the bathtub plug. It literally is just... It tastes like water. I know no one's out here going, water tastes bad. Like, this is... It's the 2020s. We have to put some respect on water's name. It's nasty in any setting. It's crazy because, like, if you asked me to come up with... If you asked me what is the most inoffensive vegetable on the planet, cucumber would be close to the top of the list for me. Because it's just water. Other vegetables, I could see them not being liked. What's the top? Well, I feel like cucumber's like the least offensive vegetable. Celery? Well, I understand why people... Celery's got a little, like, It's almost like celery... Cucumbers grew in water, and celery grew in, like, coconut water or something like that. I like it, but I understand that not everybody's in that boat. I can understand potato being the least offensive vegetable. Carrot, for me... I know that it's well-liked, and I got nothing against the carrot, but I'm kind of surprised how well-liked it is, because carrots, to me, are quite sweet. So Whenever someone says like, "Oh, a cucumber tastes bad," I'm like, "Well, the cucumber has like the mildest taste of any vegetable on the planet. Like, a carrot must be like, you know, flaming hot Cheetos for you or something." Carrots sweet? By vegetable standards, I think carrots are pretty sweet. I'm not saying they're like chock full of sugar and like bad for you, but on the sweeter end of vegetables. Do you like beets? Beets are probably one of my least favorite vegetables. But because I care too much about what other people think of me, if I'm out for like a nice meal and my order comes with beets, I always eat the beets. Because I don't want the server to pick up the meal and like I ate everything but the beets. Because then it's like the server has too much information about me as a human being. They're going to be like, "Oh, wow. Hey, we got a ice cream sandwich coming up for dessert. Do you want me to cut the crusts off?" Like, I could so easily be eviscerated. Why do you care? I don't want to give them that kind of power. It's not weird. You're weird for thinking it's weird, probably. Maybe it's like half psychological, but I do agree with whoever in chat said, like, beets kind of taste like bloody dirt. Like, I don't have a great explanation as to like why it's the case. It's like eating dirt that has been soaked in blood, but it's not that bad. Like, it's not as I'm imagining that actual bloody dirt probably tastes a lot worse. You go to a Michelin star restaurant, it's a line of beet dust. What are you doing? However they ask me to ingest it, I am ingesting it. Kale sucks? Bro, now you're just, you know, don't let your mouth write checks that your ass can't cash, okay? Kale's one of my all-time favorite vegetables. It certainly makes the list for me. I love kale. Kale tastes like potting soil? It just tastes I'm realizing I'm not like, am I eating the same vegetables as everybody else? Because I feel like I'm kind of losing my mind. It just tastes like rigid lettuce. It has a bitter taste. Yeah, like a little. But like, oh, I'm so stupid. How could I let you do this to me? I don't know. Maybe, I guess different people have different taste buds, which is like, oh, they got a better sniping team? Uh-oh. This kind of like huge if true or whatever. My snake. Oh, you piece of crap. You hard countered me. For me, like lettuce is like a leaf. 1-ply. Kale is like a 2-ply leaf. Arugula is like the kind of leaf you get in a public school bathroom. Like it's like a 0.35 ply or something like that. But they're relatively similar. I'm not saying that I'm just talking about the thickness. They taste nothing like each other. Bro, come on, you're trying too hard. What do you mean they taste nothing like each other? Nothing like each other? They all taste like leaves, thank you. They all taste like nothing? What are you talking about? They have a taste. They don't taste like nothing. I'm kind of losing my mind a little bit, okay? Just bear with me here. Cucumber's too sweet. Carrots aren't sweet at all. Lettuce is tasteless. Like, what is this? I don't understand how we got into this mess to begin with. There's too many one guys in here. No one else thinks cucumber's too sweet. Just that one individual. I did spotlight it because I thought it was kind of a crazy take. I mean, like, cucumber being too sweet. That's not something that, like, a little kid would say. That's something that, like, a very old person would say. Chatter dipped it in the dressing and then forgot? I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to put anybody on blast. It's just a little crazy to me. By the way, please be careful ranching your vegetables. There's been a recent rash of ranch poisonings in Vancouver, especially for items that are heavily ranched. Why are you comparing kale to TP? Because kale is thick, more thick than lettuce, which is then more thick than arugula. And then you get into like microgreens. Like they're all arugula, lettuce, and kale are all made at the same factory. All they do is turn the thickness dial up. You call romaine lettuce thin? Okay, iceberg is, I mean, listen, okay, I didn't really think it all the way through for every varietal of lettuce. I guess hearts of romaine are a little bit thicker, for sure. He's not mentioned spinach once. I don't like spinach that much. I'm like, I'll eat it, I'm okay with it. There's some in the wrap and it hits just right. But like, I know we've talked about it a thousand times. Apparently we're going to talk about it again. Spinach is one of my least favorite leafy greens. I thought you said they all taste the same. They all taste very similar, but the spinach makes my teeth feel weirdly metallic. I know, it's my cross to bear. Buff me. Food me. These are not the foods you're looking for. Oh, man. Star Wars. Gets me every time. You know, you're scaling quite nicely. Let's keep you scaling. You know what would be the ultimate way to make chat mad, though? Is if you had people bat-chesting Andor. They'd be like, hey, guys. Oh, we lost. I know you have a lot of fun with the bat chest here. And like most things in the Star Wars universe are bat-chestable. But Andor is a serious piece of media. There's episodes of the television show that don't even have lightsabers. Look at that. Oh, I know, and it's not your fault. There's people in chat right now that are like in on the joke, but they're also steaming a little bit. They're also like, oh. And that's how you know you got. But don't be embarrassed. You got by the best of them. My reaction when my space blorbos talk instead of fight. Bat chests. So condescending and thus hilarious. By the way, I watched that movie, Women Talking. I don't know if you've seen it yet. Surprise, you know what they talk about? What to order from the sushi restaurant. 90 minutes of what the fuck is a caterpillar roll. And it won Best Picture? Okay. It's a good movie. I almost forgot that it existed, honestly. I've never seen it. I'm not against it. I'm not your dad. I knew your dad. And etc. and so on and such as. The bit doesn't hit. It's not a misogynistic bit to say that women love sushi. Can we just get Google to answer the question for us? I'm just gonna... Listen, if Jay Leno came up to you on the street and said, who do you think loves sushi more on average, women or men? What would you say? What would you say? Then don't give me some bullshit that you be like, oh, I think that it depends on the person. Duh. It's Jay Leno shoving a mic in your face. Who loves sushi more, men or women? You know the answer. And if you pretend not to know the answer, that just tells me how much you know the answer. Leave me alone, Jay. Bro, he's been through a lot this year. You could just relax on Jay Leno a little bit. Yeah, women are more likely than men to like sushi because women are better at having good taste. Men are stereotypically more likely to eat something like a hamburger, which is highly overrated. Full stop. How do you feel about that? At a steakhouse, exactly. My chocolate! Hamburgers are the shit if you put the right stuff on them. Nah, personally, I find them a little too sweet for me. Need to cut the sweetness with something a little bit acidic, like a carrot. You need to play something tomorrow you can win at? Bro, they keep making the game so hard. It's sick. It's a disgusting world we live in. Thanks a lot, Miyazaki. Now every game has to be Dark Souls. Is Darkest Dungeon actually toasted? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It could not be more dead. Speaking of which... Wait. Oh, you're level 2, though. Speaking of which, I'm also dead. Fuck. Alright, well... I'm washed. /marker me sap. Let me see if my wife is ready to stream. Donkey, donkey, donkey. She's not on Discord. I see a yellow half moon. Hello. Are you ready to stream? Smiley face. What about big ambitions? People complain about no variety. They're like, play a different game where you just do the same thing for 3 hours. Walk over here, stand at a cash register, press a button that fast forwards time, go sleep in a bed, walk back to the cash register. Have you tried Stacklands? Stacklands has been recommended to me many times. I just can't get over that the screenshots, like when I look at it, it looks like a Trello board or something like that. Like, I just don't know how watchable it is. Overwhelmingly positive reviews. That's big for a sock pop, though. Holy cow. 18,000 Steam reviews. Good God, that's a lot of reviews. Good God, Niles, that's more reviews than the English patient got. That's more reviews than Pitchfork Media's given to Bex Odelay. Wow, that's a lot. It's like the most -2s I've ever seen. Kate! Kate! Steam250.com. Let's see what came out this week. What's popping this week on Steam250.com? What the hell is Tsundere Milfin? Tsundere Milfin Office Haram is a visual novel about a working relationship with a Muslim lady boss. Solve match 3 puzzles and properly invest company money to win the favor of your lewd religious boss. Where did we go wrong? And they said Zelda was Game of the Year. So true. So true. I mean, we could always play Bum Simulator. That doesn't seem like tone deaf at all. So I just can't get over Tsundere Milfin, man. Hyper hentai sexy sensei. It's like a Dr. Seuss not safe for work book. Hyper hentai sexy sensei. Susos, who's clothes, who's slows, who sews. See, you ever read Fox and Socks? It's a tough one. We got you back with a +2 on that one. Oh, I appreciate that. How about this one? How a retired strategist saved the country. It's a real-time strategy simulation game where you manage resources to develop your country. The player is asked by elves, beastmen, etc. Various heroines ask you for help, then you take command of your country's army. You'll never guess the #1 tag, sexual content. Okay. How about Obscurite Magic, the Blood of Kings? Adventurer Lieta Fane's mentor and guardian, Nigel, was murdered. She swears vengeance against his murderer and sets off to confront her destiny. Nudity not safe for work, hentai, RPG, sexual content, adventure, motherfucker. Every single one, dude. The market can't sustain this, right? Right? Every single one of these games must be selling like 4 copies. It has 23 reviews. This is punching down, but I got nothing else to do. Good game with good corruption system. Always enjoyable when your character can walk around nude. Decent story, too. Well, that's good. At least it's got a decent story. 18+ RPG. Greatly user-friendly, well-made fantasy HJRPG. Not only JPHQ anime artwork, also instant all-unlock easy mode symbol, kill in battle and defeated H brothel, and so on. I don't know what it means. What does it mean? Please, I'm taking psychic damage. This is what people want from me. You would not know that this game is horny until you looked at the art. A woman who researches magic deep within a forest. She supports Lieta and teaches her about her mysterious power. Grimoire is a name she gave herself. Her real name is unknown. She seems to know something about Lieta. Now, I'm not going to show you the picture, but like, does that sound like it's from a horny game? Maybe it's like 25.75? Yeah, well, how about now? Librarian is feasting. Please send us? Okay, I'll send you. Enjoy yourself. I will see you tomorrow. We'll play some Greedventory. I've had my fun and now it's time to serve your conscience overseas. So true. Orange Crush. Great REM song. Kind of a nightmare to play in Rock Band though when you get when your red drum pad shorts out and stops actually registering the beats and you're sitting there going follow me, just follow me, and it's like failing you and you're like, bro, I'm nailing it. Like whoever the drummer is in REM. Nobody knows anybody but Michael Stipe. Anyway, see ya.
Pog up. Thank you very much, Iwatanabe, for the gifties. Okay, what are you doing, Ruka? Like, this is not smart. Now read more hentai game reviews? What the hell, man? You come here and I say thank you and then you say read hentai game reviews? Is that what Ryan has been doing? What the heck? NL is addicted to hentai games? What the hell? When does he have time and energy to play hentai games? He's not actually riding the Peloton? How does it get so sweaty? From the hentai games? If someone gets sweaty from playing a hentai game, like how Ryan gets sweaty in the morning, I don't know.
Barbecue sauce or hoisin sauce?
Hentai JRPG? Real question, is it easy to, you know, when you play hentai games, is it easy to seduce the lady? Like don't they make you chase for it? I feel like they give you easy holding hands and kissing and boob access. Those are easy, but then after that you gotta go like save and load and save and load. I thought that's what hentai games were. Like I thought they freaking tease you. They're like, oh, if I say like yes, please go out with me, then she's mine, and then actually she's like, nah, dude, and then you get blocked, and then you have to save and load, or like load the save. If it's a jerk off game, it is easy. If it's a game that has age content as a considerable part, but is by all means a proper game, then it is just as challenging. I don't even know what to say about that comment. Do I go like ooh la la, or do I go... Honestly, I played Honey Pop. I played Honey Pop. What was it called? Is it Honey Pop? Yo, but Honey Pop, the first game was actually fun though. It was actually fun. I don't know if you will trust me, but I played it for matching 3. Not gonna lie. And I just kind of like skipped through whatever ever happened afterwards. I did enjoy whenever I matched like the combo wombo. You know how like when you play other match 3 games, they just go like da-da-da-ding, 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 like that to get you hyped up. In Honey Pop, the girl moaned. But then like I was like, yeah. And then when you get huge combo, she's like moaning louder. I'm just like, baby, look at me combo wombo. I don't know why that actually gave me like interest in the game, and I kept playing till the end. The most common game on the planet is match 3 games. Yeah, but they don't moan for me. They don't moan for me when I get a huge combo. They go like, oh baby, combo wombo. They added moaning to Candy Crush. Yeah, it's called Honey Pop Studio. I mean, Honey Pop 1. In Honey Pop 2, I don't think they had the moaning. They were like, yeah, bye. Bring it on, or something. It was some stupid... Like, she kept talking. And I'm like, girl, stop talking. Just moan. I don't know. I just stopped playing Honey Pop 2 after 2 hours. Because it sucked. I didn't let you talk. Why are you talking?
I know a girl who has a level 2 bear. She's always overriding whatever food was there. She don't like garlic. She don't like cheese. She don't like lemon or any of these. She uses scampi. Honey also works. It makes more sense. Sorry. What the hell is this? It's early flaming lips. Boomer.